All right, hey everybody, we're back with another news feed for you here. This one here, I want your opinion on this particular topic too. I mean, I always want your opinion on everything, so answer anything in the comments. But I think this is so wrong and sets a precedent is really bad. But we know that Hyundai and Kia are going to pay. They're paying $145 million in different one-time payments of 33 up to 33.75 to people for their cars being stolen. Okay, their cars get stolen, and people complain about the fact that their car got stolen, and Kia and their the lawsuit won it. But it was basically the TikTok created a trend and talked about how to steal them, how easy they were to steal, told people how to steal them, and so Kia is in trouble, and they agreed to a settlement. Now they said they didn't do anything wrong. Okay, they did say they don't admit that they did anything wrong right here. Hyundai and Kia both say they agreed to the settlement, but didn't admit any wrongdoing. They didn't do anything that wrong. Okay, I mean, people steal cars, but they had to pay a $145 million settlement on this to people with payments up to $3,375 as a partial reimbursement for their vehicle if it was a total loss. Plus insurance would take over and that kind of thing. But what about this? Okay, so if we look at in 2023, the most stolen cars from this is from Kelley Blue Book. So what we're on here is KBB. And, you got Hyundai, Kia, and I get it. I understand it. I see where they're coming from. But you still have the number 4 stolen vehicle is a Chevy Silverado. The number 6 is the Honda Accord. Okay, Honda Civic. Honda's on here twice. Ford F-150 is on here. Why aren't they having to do this? Okay, why is it? I mean, what makes one better than the other? Is it just a TikTok video that had the power to make them go after Hyundai and Kia? Why is Hyundai and Kia having to do $145 million when these guys get off scot-free without having to do anything? Now, they do say that some vehicles, Kia and Hyundai vehicles use traditional turnkey ignitions as other manufacturers rolled out engine immobilizers. Okay, and they say an engine immobilizer is an anti-theft device that prevents a vehicle's engine from starting unless a correct key fob or key is present. But yet somehow they managed to bypass that and steal 24,000 Silverados last year and 21,000 Honda Accords and 20,000 Civics and 16,000 F-150s. Somehow they managed that. So obviously this engine immobilizer is anti-theft device doesn't work that good either. Why are all of them not help splitting this bill? Why does this lawsuit even exist? Why is it Kia's fault that people are stealing their cars? People have been stealing cars since cars were made. And yet now all of a sudden Kia has to pay for that because their cars were stolen more? Interesting. I want your take on it. What do you think? I think it's total BS. I think it's absolute BS that Kia has to pay this. And I don't even like Kia. Kia or Honda, they don't make a vehicle I even like. I want nothing to do with them. But I think this is shocking that this is what it's come to. Now, the next thing we want to talk about right here, this battle here between Stellantis and the dealership. Dealers are bailing on Stellantis. Okay, some of them are, we know that, but this one here is a pretty unique situation, and I think it's funny, myself personally, because both are shady. We know Stellantis is a very, very shady company. We know that they play a lot of stupid games, and we know that they have been trying to rip us off as customers ever since the pandemic, nonstop, every chance they get. So I laugh when they get a little hit in the face. And on the same note, we know that a lot of the dealers today are just as the biggest scam system there is, or worse than like what people usually thought of like lawyers and stuff like that. I mean, a car dealership is one of the worst things there is as far as scams and crap people. And so here's, you got two of them, two scam artists and two horrible people with zero ethics basically fighting each other. And I found it kind of funny. So what's happening here is a Wilkesboro dealer quits a Stellantis contract and wants the automaker to repurchase its stock, but the company says the dealer's deceptive actions means it shouldn't have to comply. Okay, basically what it is this guy here, this Randy Marion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Wilkesboro quit a Stellantis sales service contract in June and wants the automaker to repurchase 3,840 vehicles. The automaker says the dealer untruthfully claimed the vehicles were already sold when ordering them and wants wants a legal ruling absolving it from obligation to buy them back. Okay, so this guy wants out of the deal. He pulled some shady stuff as well too. It says in here that it says Stellantis has no problem with Marion leaving the fold, but does have a problem with buying back 3,800 fleet vehicles and wants legal ruling to absolve its obligation. The automaker claims the dealer's decision to order 1,508 fleet vehicles for stock using its own fleet account number violates its rule that fleet vehicles should only be ordered when there's a customer for that vehicle. Now, I get it. I see why people do that. They don't want to just order it when somebody comes in and wants it. They want to have fleet vehicles on their lot for companies and people to come in and be able to buy. So in the rule that says right here, where they have a rule that says fleet vehicles should only be ordered when there is a customer for that vehicle. That's kind of that's shady practice right there from Stellantis. I mean, you got to have cars on the lot. Why not have some fleet vehicles? Well, this guy, and then on the same note, this guy has a ton of them, and it says over the last 3 years alone, he ordered thousands of fleet units, ordering many on behalf of specific customers, as it should be. He's also recently revealed that the fleet used its reported and sold to specific customers were untrue, and that Marion had amassed a remarkable, atypical large stock of 3,841 fleet units. Many of the vehicles were large pickups, which were in high demand during the pandemic. Stellantis claims the dealer planned to amass a large stock of them to sell at high prices. Isn't that what Stellantis does? Isn't that what Stellantis is doing too? Stellantis claims the dealer planned to amass large stock of them and sell at high prices. Isn't Stellantis taking their vehicles and throwing them on lots and selling them at ridiculously high prices? Not that that's wrong. Stellantis can do what it wants to, but it's a very interesting battle between two shady scam people and companies, and I think it's kind of funny. Let me know what you think on it. How do you feel? Then, moving on from there, this one right here. There is only one. It says 3, but it says there are only 3 pickup trucks left in America for a MSRP under $30,000. Isn't that crazy, the times we have come to? There's only 3 left, and really it's only 1, okay, realistically, when we think about it. So we're not going to go into the article too deep, but we're going to look at it real fast here. The Colorado, the 2024 Colorado comes in at $29,500 for a base model, $29,500, just barely inching underneath that 500 mark. And then you have the Maverick, and it's a truck, but it is not a body-on-frame truck. That's why I say it really could only be classified as one. This is a great vehicle and a great truck, but in the realm of truck things, the Colorado WT, the work truck Colorado, is a body-on-frame, able to haul a lot, tow a lot of weight, do a lot of things. This one is a true truck. This one is I tend to refer to it as an urban truck, and it's a nice thing. But, and then we have the other one being the Santa Cruz. Okay, the Maverick coming in at $23,900 for 2024, which changes in 2025. The prices get ridiculously high, but the 2024 Santa Cruz comes in at $26,900. If you had looking at MSRP only numbers, that's pretty sad that this is all the options we have. And really, the only body-on-frame truck that has an MSRP is under 30 is Colorado. However, it does not surprise me that it is Colorado, because through all of this, when it comes to pickup trucks, Chevy is the only company out there that has not tried to screw people over with the price, with the massive price hikes. Chevy has kept the prices very reasonable. They haven't got out of hand. They've went up like everybody else has, but they have not gone up by the percentages. They have kept very reasonable. Very few people talk about that or acknowledge it, but Chevy has kept their prices very, very reasonable, and they make the products and they get them out there, and they get enough of them out there where we can deal and negotiate on them. And Chevy understands the way the system works and does a fantastic job on it. Ford, on the other hand, on these Mavericks, the deals suck. They're horrible on them. I don't even know about any deal. I don't even know about Santa Cruz. This is not a vehicle. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Hyundai and Kia myself, just because I don't know anything about them. I like their their 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, but the style of them just doesn't interest me, so I've never really looked into them. So I can't tell you too much there. But anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this one, and put your comments down below for me. Talk to you soon.